figuring out, but we're making okay progress. I'd like to be going faster, but this is kind of rather complicated, even though I only get to work on it on the weekends. Let's see. So last we got up to, well, we're able to support 2 players. There is motion. We're able to move, and that number is supposed to represent HP until I could get some proper graphics. And this side should have moved, but it didn't. I think I just need to refresh the page. And I think I made a mistake the last time I programmed the HP situation. So like instead of programming it to account for HP when it's in motion, I should just have that be a constant check at all times throughout the whole game on every single player. So whether you're moving or standing by, it's a separate issue. I mean, it's like a separate problem and also separate code, separate logic from motion. HP should just be attached to a unit's range. And if there's enemies within range, then you are gonna take some damage. So we can separate that out in this, let's see. So right here, so we could move this out of our move troop function and create a new function that is just always active. So we're going to do a set timeout on it and call itself repeatedly forever. Or alternatively, I can also do a set interval, but I think I'll prefer set timeout because there's no chance of a hanging interval that way. So let's go ahead and write some pseudocode for that. Move the check on every player's units. If there is an enemy troop or enemy unit within attacking range, our unit will take some damage. This needs to be in a repeated cycle throughout the match. Okay, so let's call this const attack. Maybe let's do, we're gonna need all the players. So we're gonna receive that, and that is pretty much gonna look like this. So we could copy that, and this will be players instead of other players. And then for every single player, we're gonna look through the players' units, and then for every single unit, oh wait, other players was correct. Let's change that, other players. So then for every single, no wait, let me think about this. I can do it 2 ways. So I can either look at every other player's troops or units and check if they're attacking me and then update my troop, or the other way around where I check only my troops, and if my troop is within range of the enemy unit, then we update the enemy's unit. I'm trying to think which one would be a better fit for our needs in the long term. I think it'll be easier and cleaner to keep track of only updating yourself, because then that removes a possibility of confusion moving down the line, because in the future we're going to try to support up to 8 players, and that could get messy with the alternative method. But if every single player is only responsible for updating their own troops, then it's more straightforward. So we will proceed with what we have right here. Okay, so what we're saying is for every enemy unit troop, if the enemy is within range, we're going to update our own troop. Okay, that's reasonable, but I need to get this troop. How is troop found? Troop. Current play. Oh, that's not great. But also, okay, I'm going to want current player. Oops. As a matter of fact, if I have current player, I'm going to need to calculate other players myself, which is this bit. Yeah. So, also going to need game. It's the other way around. Game. We can say we pass in current player ID. Current player equals that. So we could do current player here. And then we're gonna call this again with current player ID and game. So we'll do the thing and call it again. But we want that in a set timeout. And we'll say every 1 second. We'll call it again. Troop is basically this. Okay, so we're gonna want to call attack on initiating the game. Game.create. If no instance. Let's do it right here. So game instance, I could just pass in current player and game instance. Where's current player? There's no current player. On connect game instance, send game. Let's take a look at send game. Oh yeah, where would current player be? Game JSON player, find player.cid. This would essentially be current player. Yeah. Okay. So let's take that. And that will go here. Game JSON player, find player where player ID, and this would be .id. We could pass in game JSON instead of game instance. And when we get to here, players for each player, if player ID equals current player ID, current player equals player, else other players don't push. Alternatively, I could just pass in the whole current player. That way we already know current player, and then we don't need to do this. What we will need is a filter. So let other players equal game.players.filter player where player.id not equal to current player.id. That will take care of that. I'm going to be sure to pass in the whole current player instead of just the ID. All right. And let me just make sure this is all behaving as I expect it to. Okay. The other thing is I can now safely remove this. Move troop. So payload, I'm passing in the whole payload. In the payload, we have game and current player ID. Okay. Okay. Let troops, set timeout, game update, send game if position not equal, move troop again. Okay. So let's test this out. Uh-oh, this should be moving, but it's not. I broke something. So we have game players. There should be 2 players, not 3. Maybe let's fix that. Oh, that's better. Okay. So attack should be happening right now, but it's not. So let's look at API. What do we got? Other players. Current player. Oh my goodness. How do I make sense of this? Other players is an empty array. Current player is units. Whoa. Slow down. Let's stop that. Okay, so other players is an empty array. That's not good. And then current player, we have an underscore ID, so that's valid. Game.players.filter player where player.id is not equal to current player.id. Other players should be legit. Let's look at the entire. I can see it in the front end. So if we look at the entire payload, we have game, players. Okay, so we've got D6 and E4. If current player is, it's neither of them. That's interesting. It should be either one of the two. Who are you? 7C17. Okay. Wait. This is other players. Why are there players that I don't see in the front end? There's no 7.7 nor 7.9. Where's that coming from? I would like to know what's going on here. Game.players. Okay. Game.players, there are 3 players. Not correct. Why is there 3? Okay, that's better. Okay. So, game.players 8EA4. Looks like it's changing every time there's a set timeout. So we got AEA4, and then all of a sudden the 17.1F. What? Are there multiple games going on? Because then when I refresh the page, we didn't exactly end the game, which means all of this testing would be inaccurate. Let's see, what's going on here? On connect, on message, on close. Yeah, we're not doing anything on close, so we need to end the game on close. Let's see. I guess we can. Game dot create and set timeout and this. Okay, so I could do a delete, like I update the game to be deleted. Like, let's see, game.find one and update. Okay, but I don't have access to the game ID. Well, I could just do all. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Oh wait, game.update dt deleted to date.now. Do I need to put basically a search would be dt deleted not equal, so no. If dt is deleted, if dt deleted is null, then dt deleted is now. And then up here, where we have our attack, we'll say if game.dt deleted triple equal r, just like If that's false, then we will attack. Basically, if the game is deleted, we won't attack. That should solve our multi-game problem. Turn this back on. Okay. Oh shit. So this needs to account for players.length greater than 1. I forgot this attacks. NodeDB if length then array. Where? Okay. That's one way. Let's look at the doc. This isn't the doc either, but what are you saying? Where? Alright, so let's do it. Where this.name.length greater than 1. Where here's length 1. That doesn't look right. Names array length updated with GT1. What does this mean? Create extra field. Name. And I don't want an extra field though. MongoDB. Where did string or JavaScript code? All right, let's just see what we have here. What if I remove that? Remove that. That's allowed. So what if I did deleted null and come? Okay, that's better. So if I refresh this and refresh this, okay. Now let's move you over here. Or over there. Okay, here we go. 25, 72, 25, 72. And if we check here, we got, where's your ID? Huh, 75, why? There's 3 players, that's why. But we do have 2572, so that's a good thing. I just don't understand. Why is there 3 players? Let's change our code. We're gonna prevent the 3rd player. Else, if else, let's do else if here. Game instance dot players length equals to 1, then we will add another player. Else we're gonna just return and do nothing. This is just temporary. I should probably remind myself. Temporary. to prevent more than 2 players. Okay. That's better. All right, so we've got 75 and 77. 75 and 77, that's what we want. Okay, so our set timeout is doing its job. Every second it's checking for this stuff. Let's actually move this troop next to that troop and see if they attack each other. If it wants to go in the right direction. It doesn't. Oh no. All right, we'll deal with that next. So there's one player. Okay. They are next to each other. I was hoping that they would attack, but it doesn't look like it's doing that. And we can check our players and the unit and the status. Idle. That's not correct. So what's going on? We can check it by looking at our units, but this set timeout is like going haywire. For each player, for each unit, if the distance of our troop subtract the enemy. Oh, basically, is troop in enemy range. If the troop is in enemy range, our troop gets attacked, and we update our database with that new information. But it doesn't look like that's happening, so is this false? Let's increase this to 10 seconds so we can debug. Actually, I wouldn't even do 30 seconds. And put a console log here, and also a console log here and here. Where is our set timeout? Is enemy in range false? X distance is 6y. So we're at 6-1. That is not true. We should be at 0-1. So we should be at 1-0. Why is it? Oh, actually, no, it should be the distance between these two. So you're saying 6, and it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So it did not register that it moved. Okay. And that is because we're getting current player once. That's not getting updated. This is stale data. So we need to get the latest current player. To do so, we will need to pull it out of the DB every second. That's expensive in terms of cost computation. I would prefer not to do it like that. We can't use this guy. That's just the first instance of current player. All right, I will proceed with pulling it from the database until I have a better solution. And also, game.json would be outdated too. So it's all outdated. Not cool. Okay, but at least I don't have to make 2 calls. I could just do 1. I'll just pull out the whole game, and current player I should be able to find current player. So const game instance equals wait. Oh wait, I don't even have the game ID. How am I gonna find it? Yeah, I need the game ID. Oh, I could pass that in at the very least. So attack here. Yeah, I can pass in the player ID and the game ID. That could be useful. Let's go back. Current player. Okay. Current player .id. GameJSON.id. Okay. Okay. And then we come up here. That becomes ID, and this becomes ID. And then in our set timeout, or better yet, yeah, right here, we're going to want to pull out the fresh information, which is const game equals await game dot find one ID equals to game ID. And we can also find our current player equals to game dot players dot find player where the player dot ID triple equals to current player ID. Okay. And this is other players. Okay, so that will get us the latest info. And with that, I think that will solve our issue. Okay. What is all this? Oh, I need to send the information that I updated to the front end. Without that, the front end will never know. So we need send game. Let's say this is not update true, but it is. Yeah, it is. So we have const game located equals that, and send game will go in here. Whoops. Oh, no. I don't want that in our for each. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not correct. What the heck? Okay, they are not both moving. Why? Mongo error. Players is not defined. Ooh. What else? Unhandled. Cannot read properly. ID of undefined. So who's undefined? Player.id current player. Oh, maybe current player is not defined. So player.find where player.id triple equals current player ID. What is? Oh, here we go. That needs to be ID, and this needs to be ID. But even with that said, I want to double check that. WSCID. Why is it console logging WSCID? Okay. Current player is undefined. Okay. Units of undefined. So why are you undefined? Is current player ID undefined? Okay. Current player ID. What is current player here? current player underscore ID. Okay. If that is not defined, then there's no chance you will be defined. And I also want to see game.players. Okay, refresh. So current player is defined. And 30 seconds is a bit much. Let's drop that down. Let's say 5. Okay. Type error units of undefined. Game.players is there. So do they match is the question. Game.players, current player, A6. That's not a string. Game.players is not a string because that's a game instance. Oh, wow. Okay. Game instance. And then I gotta convert you to a proper object. Like that. There we go. And then replace you and you. That's better. Enemy in range, true, true, true. Taking damage, true, true. Wait, slowly but surely. 47, 48, 46, 47. Yes, they are taking damage. Good. Okay, we can drop that back down to 1 second. Looks like that's working correctly. And let's try if we move them around to see if it stops attacking when they're out of range. Okay, so we're going to move you here. Uh-oh. Move. Okay. Moving. Taking damage. Okay. Let's move away. Stopped taking damage. Nice. Move back. Taking damage. Good. Very good. All right, let's have you move. Okay, that's behaving. And let's move you back over next to him. Nice. Finally. Okay, so with that done, I don't think I need this anymore. Then create a function for idle troop. Yeah, we don't care whether troops in motion or idle. We should just be on a constant lookout with this function. And then as far as moving troops go, this function should only be responsible for moving troops. And the rest, we didn't really mess with that much. So let's do a code review. And if this is good, we can merge. So we've got attack. We're keeping track of the ID instead of the object because we're going to need a fresh instance of the game on every interval. That way we don't have stale data. And we're finding our current player as well as other players. That way we can keep track of if the enemy is within range, and if the enemy is within range, our unit takes a hit. But since this applies to every single player, we're basically always aware of every unit for every player at all times. Yeah, that's much better than what I had planned yesterday. Okay, we can delete these console logs. And make sure there's no others. Console.log, we've got, oh, that one's okay. That one's okay, and that one's okay. We are good to merge. Aware of their surroundings. This was 4. Done. Okay, let's look at our project board over here. And up next we have save a destination when moving a troop. Yeah, so there was a bug where if I double click a spot, then the app trips out because it was trying to go to 2 different locations at the same time and was just getting confused. So instead, we're just gonna save the destination to the database and we'll always aim for that destination. But if we click somewhere else, it'll just overwrite the original destination. That way, our troop doesn't get confused. Okay, I'm gonna separate that out into a different video. And also I need to take a break and drink some water. So I'll be right back and I'll see you in this like maybe 2 minutes.